Habari za mchana Kenya and bonjour Haiti. Salamu za mchana ziwafikie nyinyi wote penye muko, and a sizzling welcome to our listeners across Kenya, Haiti and beyond the world, where it is 3 p.m. East African time. This is the Project Trinity podcast, your weekly Wednesday spark for stories that connect and inspire, powered by Project Trinity's mission to light up futures through digital hubs and solar-powered pods, bringing tech and culture to every community. Follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Project Trinity to join the movement. I'm your host, Brian Lolima, with the vibe. And today, we are diving into a 60-minute celebration, 30 minutes on the vibrant cultural ceremonies of Kenya's Pokot and Haitian communities, followed by another 30 minutes on how tech has reshaped this tradition over time. Tuko pamoja, and same to my incredible guest today. We have got Nancy Chebet, a Pokot cultural enthusiast from Kenya, and Frandi, a Haitian champion. Nancy and Frandi, habari za mchana. Hit the mic and share who you are and what's got you hyped about today's topic.
Okay. How are you, everyone? My name is Nancy Chebet. I am an associate from Kenya and from Pokot community. Today, I'm so much proud and I'm privileged to join today's podcast to present Pokot community to the world. And thank you so much and welcome to today's podcast.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, friends and family in Haiti, in Kenya, in the United States. And I am delighted to be here in this podcast and to talk about Haiti, and not to take position, but just to talk about what we have here.
Asante sana and merci for the fire. Listeners, vibe with us live on Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget to like and comment. Let's keep the conversation going. Here we go. Nancy, let's start with the heartbeat of Pokot culture. Walk us through the key Pokot ceremonies. Think about initiations, marriages, or harvest rituals. What makes them special? And share a story that brings one to life.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian. for the opportunity. And first, before I walk you through our beautiful ceremonies, let me just take my little time to introduce you to my community, that is the Pokot. Pokot community, we are a proud sub-tribe of the Kalenjin in Kenya, mostly living in the scenic highlands of West Pokot and some parts of Baringo. For us, for the Pokot community, life here is deeply connected to nature. We wake up to the sounds of birds, had our livestock through the dusty trails, and together around fires in the evening to share stories passed down through generations. Um, there are some unique things about the Pokot communities. One, we are very courageous and resilient, even in the toughest terrains, and I hope everyone is aware about that. And another thing is hospitality, and for that case, we welcome even strangers with food and songs. That makes it very unique for the Pokot community. And another thing is we have oral traditions. That is where elders are living libraries. And one unique and very beautiful thing about the Pokot community is that is our vibrant beadworks. As you can see with me here, I'm having my bead on top of my head. And for this case, it tells the stories of identity and pride. Okay, and for that case, our community has rich and cultural heritage with communities that mark life stages and uphold our values. Some key ceremonies, they include, we have variety of ceremonies. And I think for today, I'll just mention a few of them. And let me start with birth and naming ceremonies. Birth and naming ceremonies, these are celebrations that are being performed with blessings and symbolics of names. For this case, when a mother gives birth to a baby, there are some celebrations that are performed immediately to give the babies a name. And the names are not just given anyhowly. They are given according to maybe we have, when a child is born, maybe early in the morning, there is a special name that is given to that baby. And for that case, we can name that baby Cheyech for a girl, and Kiech. Brian is called Kiech. And that name he was given when he was given birth early in the morning. We have some cases like Chebet for a girl and Kibet for a boy. For that case, that baby is born daytime, like now this time. Yeah, so those are birth and naming celebrations. And let me take you through another ceremony, but it's not a ceremony, actually. It's a ritual, which is called parpara. Parpara is a ritual that is performed to pregnant women, according to my community, Pokot. So, and only this parpara is performed to a woman or a lady who is pregnant for the first time. We can say primary. So, before the delivery, that ritual is performed. And it is not just performed by anybody. It is performed by special elders from the community. And during this ceremony, both parents to the lady and the man, they are to be present when performing the ritual. And then one funny thing, I know it might sound so funny to you. Let me just explain. Both parents, they are to spit the saliva to a pot. So when you spit your saliva to the pot, the special men, the special elders who are to perform that ritual, so they talk as they talk to the saliva in the pot. So when they are talking to the saliva, when the saliva rotates clockwise, it is a symbol that there is only one man or one person responsible for the pregnancy. And that is a sign of unity, or after that, celebrations are held to show that the lady was faithful to his man. And when the pot does not rotate, when it just stuck, it shows that there are other men who are responsible. You know what I mean? So when the pot stuck, it does not rotate. It shows that there's something wrong that went through. So we do perform that. We mark it as a very special thing to perform, because this is for the safety of
Yeah, my friend. So without stopping on what you're saying, so what about if the pot rotate in counterclockwise?
Okay, there are two cases here, Frandy.
Mhm.
One case is the pot should rotate clockwise. It should not rotate anti-clockwise. It should
Okay.
rotate clockwise. And if it stops, it means that there is something that happened. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Great.
So that is the second ceremony that we perform after birth and naming ceremony. That is, next one is sapana. So let me just take you to another ceremony that we do perform in my community. That is initiation or circumcision. Okay, circumcision to Pokot community, it is performed to both. In the beginning, it used to be performed by girls and boys, but things have changed. Nowadays, this one is performed only by boys or young men. So this one, it is performed by young men, specialists who perform that, and it is performed at the age of 10 to 15 years. That is when men are still young and the bodies are still growing. So this is a transition to adulthood, and it is involving mentoring and community involvement. And for our case in Pokot community, the men are taken into the bush. They are taken into the bush and they only wear a blanket in their body. This is a sign to show that you are graduating from childhood into adulthood. And it makes you strong. When you stay in the bush for 2 good months to 3 good months, you come out when you are strong. And you
Where
come
do you
there
sleep when you get there?
when you get to the bush and you get circumcised. You get it?
Yeah, so where you say 2 months, and where do people can sleep at the bush?
Okay, the reason as to why we take our boys into the bush is because that is where they come across maybe some wild animals, and we have their mentors, these young men, who teach them how to be strong. Like, you have to face this life. You stay there without your mother, you stay there without your relatives. Now it hardens you. Like, you have to stay away from your relatives, away from these junky foods. Like, you have to stay away from these Jewies, the things you used to take when you are home. Frandy, you get it?
Yes.
You
I
live
got it.
in the bush. You live in the bush. Not even in the house. You live in the bush.
So it's a step for every man.
All men are to go through that.
Oh, wow.
And in my community, we don't take our boys into hospital to get circumcised. No. In case you do that, you will never you'll never associate with boys who went to the bush. You will never stand in a meeting to talk. Like, they take you as a child. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah, allow me to move to the next ceremony that we perform. Okay, we have another ceremony that we perform that is called sapana. Sapana is a very special ceremony that is performed by men. This is a stage whereby a man is It is a powerful rite whereby young men slaughter a bull to prove readiness for marriage and leadership. It is performed at a certain stage, at a certain age, maybe when you are 30 and above. That from that stage, you slaughter a bull, and also the men in the community, the elders, they come, they bless you, they put some mud, cow dung, they put on your head, and they perform some rituals. And from that, you graduate from manhood to eldership stage, and you get respected. You can talk in the community, you can lead some men when they are going to for wars. Yeah, that one. And another ceremony is marriage ceremony. In my community, we call it kuron. And this one, it is performed joyfully, and that is when the family from the man come to your home. To the ladies' side, they come take you, and for that we involve dowry. There's dancing, there is clan connections. They ask the clan from the man, which clan do you come from, and if it happens that you come from the same clan, the marriage is cancelled. Let me just move faster. We have harvest and rainmaking ceremonies. Harvest and rainmaking ceremonies, it is spiritual, and we have gatherings with sacrifices and gratitude rituals. When we have plenty of harvest, that is when each family come with their whatever they harvest, and we perform some ceremonies. It is always very joyful to have it. And last, let me just finish. The last ceremony that we perform is Kipuna. Kipuna is the ceremony that's performed after circumcision by men and ladies, that is in the past. So for this case, it is a post-circumcision celebration that is marking the return of initiates as a responsible young adults. During that day, milk is brought from each and every family. And during that day, as a father, you are supposed to stand behind your child during the ceremony. And it's like a graduation. After staying in the bush for 3 months or 2 months, you now graduate. Yeah, that is what I shared
Yeah,
into our ceremony. Thank you so much.
yeah. I learned a lot about you, Nancy, and all that you explained. It's very that can help people around the world to understand better about Kenya and Africa as well.
Yes, that was powerful, Nancy. And Frankie, take us into your Haitian ceremonies. I know you have heard much about the Pokots. We want to hear more from your ceremonies. Maybe the voodoo rituals, weddings, festivals, and what defines them.
Okay. Um, what about what I know about the Haitian culture? Um the ceremonies, they are not uh, the simple event. They are a spiritual experience, community experience, and uh, tradition that meet all aspect in life. Let's take an example of what we call here Fed Gede. In It's something that look like Halloween in United States. Um, it's we have that event on each November 1st and November 2nd. It's a ceremony that celebrate the ancestors' spirit, where people wear a black and mauve dress to dance, to sing, and then drink something like alcohol, and use red paper. Uh, for the people that is in voodoo, they know that as well. It's they can explain it as it's a symbol of connection between alive and death. One of the things that is bizarre when I see this kind of events, it's how people are using red paper and squeeze it in water and just pass it in all day bodies. Uh, it's very strange, but they don't feel anything because they are animated by spirit, you know. And sometimes some people they use red paper and water, they just power on their body, and even they pass it some in where that you don't think. And sometimes the spirit just leave them before the time, uh, uh, and then after that they feel the red pepper in their body. That something that usually happen every year, you know. And these kinds of activities, um, I can say people feel like uh, it's like a collective therapy for the community. It's a mixture of pain and memory and hope.
Okay, so this ceremony, is it Jade, is it for honoring ancestors or something like that?
Repeat.
Oh, so I was saying this ceremony called Fet Jade, is it for honoring ancestors or maybe something like that?
Yes, it's something like that, and they add on it. It's a mixture between celebrating uh, celebration for ancestors, and some people like it's um, the moment for them to show what they can do with the spirit.
So have you ever attended maybe this ritual, or is it a public, or have
Yes,
you attended? How
no,
did it
I
how
don't attend these activities, but I can see them on social media. And when they are passing close to where I live, I can see it. It's something public. Even you can even watch it on TV. Yeah, there are some specific channel, and every November you can watch them.
That's wow. You have such a rich traditions. So Nancy, how do Pokot ceremonies differ or align with what Franti has just said about their Haitian rituals?
Okay, thank you. Uh, Mr. Frandy, I think you shared a very interesting story. And according to what Brian has asked, like how do Pokot communities differ or align with Haitians from what you just share? And I think from my view is that both cultures, both cultures use ceremonies to honor ancestors, like what you just explained right now. And like for instance, when you perform these ceremonies, I think the reason for this and the purpose is to unite people. And for what you just said, like you use altars and chants. For our case, we use animals, nature, and oral storytelling. And the core of this is spiritual depth and social bonding. It is the same. I don't see any difference. Yeah.
Franti, your thoughts? How do Haitian ceremonies compare to our Pokot traditions?
That is it more powerful? Is how uh, both culture they put accent on roots and a collection of spirit, and then while Pokot they put accent on rite of passage, like a initiation in Haiti. People are focused on value, spiritual transmission, and social. There are differences, yes, uh, but the one of the things that they have, it's respect for the ancestors and for the communities, and give a great base. It's really similar. It's really similar.
Yes, sure. I have seen that it is very similar because in our culture too, we have dances in ceremonies. There must be dances, maybe chanting of there is chanting, drumming, and the vibration is just it's just wow. So so I want to ask you, the both of you, what's one ceremony from your culture that you wish the world knew more about?
Okay, let me start. This is very interesting. One ceremony that I wish the world knew more about. This is very special. It is called Sapana. And for this case, Sapana deserves a global recognition. Reason? Because it is a transformational rite of passage. And the young man, when that man slaughters a bull in front of the elders, it is a proof that he's ready to for adulthood and cultural pride. And for this case, it brings the community together and marks the beginning of a new life stage with honor.
Yes, I think the same question is for me. Um, I wish for more people uh, to know more about the Haitian ceremonies, like uh, mariage lakai. It's a wedding ceremony. It's a it's a tradition, a wedding ceremony for the Haitian, where people they sing and they eat uh, traditional food, and hold saying, and often it's that's take like it is held over several days. It is more easy to um, like it is more than a wedding. It is more than a wedding. It's a unity for two families, for two areas.
Okay, those ceremonies are, I think, they are pure soul. From the Pokot's vibrant sapana to Haiti's rhythmic fetjidis or voodoo, our traditions shine. To our listener, you can follow us on Project Trinity, on X, and our other social handles uh, to share your own rituals about your culture or community, and let's see how tech's remixing these ceremonies. And don't forget to drop your favorite ceremony on Facebook Live and YouTube. So we'll be, I think, Frandy, how have Haitian ceremonies evolved over time? And what cultural values, resilience, or community do they uphold? Share maybe a moment that shows this change in your community.
Um, Haitian ceremony, they update the time. By example, um, it's a short answer. Uh, Many voodoo ceremony now, they use digital music, and uh, they just keep the resistant value, the solidarity and spirituality. Yeah.
I
So
can see a picture. Can you
mhm.
explain what's happening? I
Yeah,
think
it's yeah. This is what I am explaining now, and then it's similar. It's similar to Kenyan, right? I see a lot of people always don't understand how uh, um, voodoo is working in Haiti. So how do people use spirit, like to like when someone is died, and they just take his zombie, and you can see the people again. It's something that they don't understand, but it's real in Haiti. It's real. So they use spirit uh, like to stop of the beat of the heart uh, for someone, and something that me personally I don't agree with, but it's the culture. It's the culture, but uh, it's very
why don't you agree with it? Can you give us your opinion? Maybe why?
because it's not my domain. Yeah, it's not my domain, but I that does it not impede me to see what happening around me every November. So you cannot hide so that you can't see it. Everywhere you go, you see it in radio, in TV, in everywhere you can see it when November happen.
Okay, it's nice to hear your opinion about that. So, Nancy, back to you. How have your thoughts about the Pokot ceremonies, and how have they changed over time, and what values do they preserve until now?
Okay, according to that, um, some practices, some practices like female circumcision, they have shifted to symbolic alternatives. And this alternative, that is, now that we no longer have female circumcision, we have some girls being taken into some trainings and some talkings. Some girls are taken into these trainings, and that is to mentor them and to explain to them the importance of not undergoing through circumcision. That is what really have shifted, and but the values still remain the same. That is the bravery, the community, and the respect for elders still remain the same. Yes.
Are you talking about female circumcision? So how they proceed for that? How do they do it? I know circumcision is only for men. Uh, is it for women also?
Okay, like I explained before earlier, I said circumcision were used to be performed. They used to perform them during, like you find that it is our mothers and our grandmothers who went through. When we talk about how it is performed, it, actually, according to what I hear, is the the genital part is cut off, the outer part is cut off, and after some times you heal. And it is a story that I hear from people. Actually, I can't explain more than that.
Okay. Got it.
But I think that female circumcision, I think it's outlawed in our country. Even it's not our Pokot only who used to circumcise girls. We have some other tribes who, but I think it's been outlawed in Kenya. If you are found, that will you will go to jail. So Nancy, let's continue the conversation. What's a Haitian ceremony value that resonates with our Pokot tradition? Maybe based on Frandy's insights.
Okay, according to Haitian ceremony, the one that resonates with Pokot traditions, we have one which is very common, and that is spiritual connection and resilience. This is very common because if we try to compare the two, Haitians, they honor ancestors and community spirit. It is also the same to Pokot community because we do believe in the strength that comes from unity and remembering our roots. So it is quite the same, and it resonates to Pokot community.
Frandy, your thoughts on that? Maybe a Pokot ceremony that speaks value to Haitian traditions.
I think the initiation value and youth preparation in pocket culture, um, it's something that we can identify on it. Here in Haiti, ceremony like baptism, first communion, uh, or voodoo ceremony, uh, for the people that enter the services, they are all have a sense of preparation and personal development.
Yeah, asanteni sana for your stories. Maybe I want to ask one last question about this topic. Maybe what's one value? The both of you will give me your opinion on this. Maybe what's one value in your ceremonies that you hold dear?
Okay, let me start. For my case, because I do believe in the Pokot community, and there's one value in the ceremony that I hold it dearly, and that is unity. And for this case, every Pokot ceremony, it brings people together. And when we come together, we do songs, there is blessings, we have sharing of meals and emotional support. And it is a reminder that life is not meant to be walked alone. We call it unity.
I think the Christian concern me also. Um, Sacred respect for our ancestors. Um, so I know the ancestors. There is no story without the ancestors. It's themselves who trace the path for us, and they give so much strength. And for people who like their story, they know where they come from, and they know where they want to go, and that brings uh, lots of um, proud as well.
Okay, my guests, your stories are inspiring, and I think it has light up our hearts. Uh, from Pokot and Haitian cultures, these cultures are unstoppable, and I think in the future we'll go far. And to our listeners, you can join the vibe by following Project Trinity on our social handles. Now, let's dive into how tech is remixing these ceremonies. Don't forget to drop a comment on our Facebook about your take on tech, about how culture has how tech has reshaped our cultures. Uh, okay, Nancy, I'll start with you. How has tech uh, shaped Pokot ceremonies over time? You can share a moment or that shows this impact in your community.
Okay. Okay. Technology. Let me start with technology. Uh, Technology has helped connect families across distances. And now that everyone is saying that we are moving into a modern world, we are living in a modern world, everything has changed. So you can find that people can now witness weddings or sapana via live videos. And even you can share some clips of elders singing, like the one we normally posts in our social handles. You can see some elders singing and giving blessings. That is one example of a tech that has how technology has shaped. And let me share a moment. Last week, I have some cousins from abroad, and it was a wedding that it was one of our cousins' wedding, and it was such a lively moment when my cousin could join the video call, and even they could see the ceremony via video calls. You see how things are changing. It was like a it was like physical according from their side in abroad. So things have changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's next level, Nancy. Randy, maybe your thoughts
The
about
sun
how
question
tech,
is coming.
yes, how tech has influenced your.
Yeah. Technology has put the Haitian ceremony on a global scene. Like we have live stream and photo and TikTok. Um, that makes our culture to be visible everywhere. Um, I remember when was the COVID-19, people were able to watch some ceremony, some voodoo ceremony on YouTube. Uh, it's something that people could not imagine. People were able to watch. At the same time, they could comment on what they are seeing, what they are living. Very very interesting.
Okay, so maybe to my guests, uh, what's one way tech has surprised you in shaping these ceremonies? Maybe did you get me?
Yeah, I got you. Uh, One way which tech has surprised me in shaping ceremonies. Okay, we have this generation, the one we call Gen Zs, the youths. They have impressed it so well. And you can see we have maybe the traditional Pokot dance going viral on TikTok, or hearing a Pokot song shared on WhatsApp. It makes it so hopeful, and it makes it like it's a live moment. So it's keeping our culture alive in new ways. We are moving from old old moments, and we are moving into digital world.
Yeah. What Nancy is sharing uh, on using social media to for documentation of pocket ceremony. It's the same thing for Haiti. where we have TikTok, WhatsApp, and Facebook Live. Um, we use them to share our culture to the diaspora, and that help the community to link together.
Yes, I think tech is turning these ceremonies into a global vibes, and and let's explore the tech's challenges and dreams for these rituals or ceremonies. You can share your tech story on our social handles. On Facebook, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. So, Frandy, what challenges has tech brought to Haitian ceremonies, and what's the future of tech opportunity you see?
Um, yeah, what challenge has tech brought to Haitian ceremonies, and what future tech opportunity I see? Um, the challenge is uh, like sacred trivialization. There are some people, they film the ceremonies without any permission, or and they just put it to social media, and without any respect for the sacred. But we see the opportunity on creating education, the application of education for the youth, so that they can learn how to give value to the ceremonies, and without any prejudice.
Okay,
Okay.
and according to me, the challenges that affect Pokot ceremonies. First of all, I can say is poor internet access in rural areas. And also, there is also mis we have misinterpretation of sacred practices. Like you find that maybe there are some people who record maybe a function being carried out and they just post it online. And that becomes a challenge because it reminds us to protect our cultural integrity online, despite the fact that things are changing. And one opportunity for that case is maybe, like the way Frandy has said, is creating a Pokot YouTube archive whereby it educates the digital platforms and could even document and celebrate our culture respectfully without tampering with our culture.
Okay, so Nancy, I've got a question for you. While talking about the social media, uh, um, so if you could do a TikTok with an animal in your yard, uh, would you choose your neighbor goat or pig or monkey? Which animal would you choose?
For that case, I think I would choose a cow.
Or why a cow?
I could choose a cow because a cow it is an animal that is found in every other household. That a Pokot community or a Pokot, we treasure animals like a cow because it gives us milk. It is a source of income to our community, and we treasure it so much compared to other animals.
Oh, perfect.
Even me,
Me,
I'm with Nancy there. It's a just cow.
me, I would choose a, a cat because I love cats. Yeah. So
So,
I see how you love your cow, but if you could have a Zoom call uh, in your dream, how would you set the background, your background.
Okay, about setting the background
Yeah, in a
and
dream.
in a gym,
In a
Yeah,
dream.
in a dream.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's complicated.
So you just have the Zoom call in the dream. How would you set the background?
Okay, okay. I because everything has changed, technology, and for that case, I think you'll have for that case you will have to have a photo of a cow in your phone, so
Hmm.
that you just take the photo of a cow and you set it as your background. It's finished.
Okay, Brian. Oh, what happened to you? I see you're laughing. You don't listen to my question. Okay, so
I heard your question.
okay.
Yes.
What would you do if you woke up one day and your family names were drink names, like by example, Nancy Coca-Cola, Brian Milk, Valerie Beer. What would you do?
If they change their names, or is it
Yeah, what would you do if you woke up one day and all your family names were drink names?
what names?
Yeah.
I didn't get you.
So if you woke up one day and you
Yes.
see the real name that your families have, it's no longer it's they are just drink names like Nancy
Oh.
Coca-Cola, Brian Milk, Valerie Beer.
First, I think I will change mine too, or I will ask them, Where is my name, my other Drake name?" Yes. Yeah, I love to go with the flow because what will I do again? I'll just go with the flow. I tell them, "Can you
What
give me
about
my
you?
give
What
me
about
my
you,
name?" Huh? What about?
Nancy? I wanna
Oh,
hear Nancy.
I think I'll just have to flow with how things go, because it is how nature, it is nature of things, so you'll have nothing to do.
Yeah.
eh,
What is
eh,
your favorite drink, Nancy? What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola baridi, just like Dev's.
Oh, okay. Uh, now your name will be changed to Nancy Coca-Cola. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
eh,
Uh,
o-
yeah, Rian.
okay, guys. So I think let's finish up on this text topic. I had a question for Nancy. I don't know, Nancy. What tech challenge or opportunity in the Haitian ceremony that the Pokot culture could learn from?
Uh, for this case, I think Haitians, they show how to protect sacred traditions while embracing technology. So for our case, the Pokot communities, we can learn to share culture responsibly. That is with purpose, with consent, and context, not just exposing anyhow.
Uh, that's great. Yeah, Frandy, what's your take on this? What's a tech challenge opportunity in the Pokot ceremonies that resonates too with Haiti? Because I know Nancy has answered. I want to hear your opinion about how these cultures resonate with the tech.
If yeah, if Pokot they are struggling, with change for the generation and lose value due to the technology. Um, in Haiti, people in Haiti, they face to that as well. It's That's why I think um, collaboration and digital community can help to connect and our heritage.
Okay, uh, that's today's topic. I think today's topic was very inspiring. We have learned much about the Haitian and the Pokot cultures, and I can see that we have very we have similar ceremonies. I think it's only the names that have changed maybe, and I think and how tech has shaped this over time. It's the same for both cultures. So I would love to close off with maybe a fun section. Maybe my guest you can you can ask each other questions before we close. Anything.
Yeah,
One
your
question
mic.
to one question to Mr. Frandy, my co-guest. Okay, I have one question for you, Frandy, concerning initiation ceremonies. Like how I just explained that Pokot community, we have boys undergoing initiation ceremony at the age of 10 to 13 years old. And maybe I would like to hear from your side. Do you girls from your community undergo through this stage? And how about boys? Do you undergo through initiation ceremony and at what age? Because I didn't hear you mentioning about it.
Yeah, I didn't mention about it because I don't really know so many things about it. But one of the thing I can say, in old age, you can see Haitian like in these ceremonies. Sometimes I could see even children like below 10 years they attend that ceremonies. This is what I know about it.
Okay, asanteni sana for your vision. Maybe I'll close off with my personal question. What's one tech dream for your culture ceremony? What's one tech dream for your culture's ceremonies?
Oh, okay. Let's start by me. One of the dream that people have here, or I can say one of the dream that I have, it's that we create an interaction platform where people can put video testimonies, music, and story on each ceremonies. Not only for the Haitian, um, it's for everyone that want to to learn and respect us.
Okay, that's good. And one of my tech dream for my culture's ceremony is to create a Pokot cultural app. And in this app, it could entail some stories, we have chants and timelines and videos. And This it's something that youth, we have researchers and future generations, they can use to explore, and they can also use to learn, and also they can use to carry out.
For people that is watching this podcast, I advise you to like and share. I want to see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up right now, and continue to follow us, and so that we grow. And every like, every share is count for us. So don't forget to leave a comment for us to tell us what do you think about Kenya and Haiti's culture. So you can give some questions, and we will be happy to answer you in the chats.
That's correct, Brandy. So, Nancy, do you have anything to tell our guest or audience? Any closing remarks?
Okay, one last takeaway note today is first, to our viewers, don't forget to like our page, Project Trinity. And every Wednesday, we'll be having our live podcast. And one last thing I would want to say, despite the fact that we are having technology, let us not forget our traditions. Let us not forget our all our activities that is carried out in the community.
Let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs. And continue to like. Yes, I see Tick Tick is like yeah. I see. I want to see other people who like this podcast. Help us grow this community. Yeah, we will be happy to see them. And thanks to Julie Thompson, tech will never replace human connection. Yeah, very excellent. Thank you, Ernst Carlos. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I see your thumbs up, Korean Junior. Keep putting your thumbs up. Keep liking. Yeah, happy from your team. Amazing podcast. Thank you, Jocelyn Alexandra. Keep doing it, and don't forget to. Yeah, I see Metushela. Thank you. You say 100%. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Asante za moyo and Messi, Nancy and Frandy for this 60-minute journey through ceremonies and tech. The stories have woven our hearts across Kenya and Haiti. Listeners, follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram to join our mission of connecting cultures through tech. How are tech or tradition shaping your rituals? Share on our platforms with the hashtag Project Trinity, and join us every Wednesday for more fire. A massive asante sana and Messi. This is your host, Brian Lolima. Keep stepping forward and loving openly. Ciao.
Thank you.